What's up, guys? It's beer 30, if you couldn't tell. I'm drinking Coors Light specifically. You know what they say. Born in the Rockies, raised in Vail. Vail specifically. Welcome to Life of Acro. I'm Acro Brandon, and this is my life. So check it out. It's been a while since I made a video. I've been busy with work. Stupid microphone adapter thing broke on the GoPro and they still haven't sent me one, yet somehow the audio still sounds kind of good with a workaround. But I'm super excited to let you know that I got a brand new toy. The Insta360 ONE X. This thing is awesome. Now, I couldn't help myself. There were tons and tons of reviews that only made it worse. I've been wanting one for a really long time, and then you've got like Peter McKinnon and Potato Jet, and is it Brandon Lee? The dude in, like, I don't know, Vietnam or wherever, or Thailand he's at, he did a review, and I was like, no, I really want one. So I bit the bullet. I got one of these. If it's out of your price range, but you kind of have a little bit of cash, you can always go to PayPal, because they do 6 months free financing for any purchases over $100. So I mean, if you can just make small payments, you can do that. Right now, we're in beautiful Colorado. I've been road tripping, and I've been using this Insta360 all over the road for the last 2 weeks. I've already burned through like 128 gigs, as much as the card is. I'm killing it on the GoPro, and I really like it. So I'm not going to get into too much detail right this second. I'm going to show you a few quick clips that I've exported from using this, but I'm going to have a couple other videos. This thing's really cool. You know, you've got to have the invisible selfie stick. It extends out really long. It's super money, and then the software totally erases it. So I've already got footage of me using this selfie stick along with a few different varieties to see, do you have to have this selfie stick, or can you use other selfie sticks? Will it erase it or will it not? Will those things show? So stay tuned and hit subscribe and hit like, because those videos are already in the process of being edited. Now, some people will say this thing may or may not be as good as the GoPro Fusion. If you haven't been paying attention, the GoPro Fusion has already dropped down to this price. It was at $600 and then $500, and now Insta has really been stepping up the game and killing it. I will say that the app is more feature rich when it comes to editing your video files. The desktop application is a real piece of shit, and I will get into that later in another video talking about workflow. I'm not going to give you a full-on breakdown on how to like edit and everything, but I will tell you the things that I do and I don't like. But so far, the more I use this, the more I love it. What's really interesting about it, obviously, is the fact that it captures 360, so you never miss your shot. And then later on in post, you go through and you keyframe basically, and you tell it where to look and when to pan in and when to pan out, and go to the world zoom or a tiny planet and all of that kind of stuff. But if you pay attention to the way the lens faces when you're riding, or you can get creative when you're holding it backwards to drop it down and then twist and then pan around you, or tuck it here or tuck it there or hide it here, things like this, the stick disappears and people don't know you're holding it, and it doesn't look like selfie mode, right, when you're looking back and editing it. So it's been super interesting. I'm just teasing you with this just a little bit, but let's take a quick look at a couple of videos that I've exported since I've had this from the beginning, but trust me, they're actually getting way better. Let's take a look at this first video that I made. This is shortly after I had the camera. I basically just unboxed it, charged it up, and took a few rides beforehand, and then I had some ideas. So I probably had this camera in hand 2 days before I had made this video and started really starting to formulate how I wanted to create videos with this. So here we go. Let's just hit play on it. So I have it zoom in, goes right to slow motion. Speeds back up into real time here. I'm panning around with the selfie stick. Hit a little slow motion, a quick spin. Now I'm going for like a tiny planet view. I find it a little bit jerky and it's not my favorite, but I think I figured out how to work out the kinks. It comes back in here. It usually has to go forward first. I think I might have pushed forward here. The hyper zoom, or whatever you want to call it, the speed warp with the motion blur is really good on this. I really enjoy using that to flash around, and then it's over. Between scenes really quick. It does that really, really, really well. So let's take a look at the next video that I had. This was in Fort Collins, Colorado. I really loved skating up there. They have tons of paths everywhere. Too much content already recorded. But let's hit play on this. Here we go. Start off looking out to the side. Tons of fields, tons of empty space. You can't even really tell where the selfie stick is. Slow-mo. Check out the people passing by. Boom. Back around, watching myself. It's really cool how wide this is here. I even have the GoPro in the headlight on the front of my board if you can't see it. Panning around to the back, keeping it really wide, and then zooming in, pulling back into Tiny Planet as I bring the selfie stick fully overhead. It makes it look even wider and further away than it is. Bringing it back forward, it comes out of it. And I think there might be one last, yeah, a little quick hyperlapse, speed lapse, turn around, and then it's over. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed those two little quick kind of teaser videos of what I put together thus far. If you like what you're seeing, hit subscribe, hit like. If you have any questions, let me know. So here's what I've got going on coming up. I've got a ton of 360 that I need to edit and put into edited videos. I'm also going to take some of those videos and just export them straight out into 360 and upload them into a separate playlist on the channel, because I think that the places that I'm riding are amazing and you just really need to see them in 360. I don't know what the sound quality is going to be like, if I'm going to have to dub some music or if it's going to sound too windy and crappy. We're going to figure that out later, but you will get 2 videos with each video that I edit, which will be a full 360 video, no bells and whistles, and then I'll come back around and do something with special editing within the Insta360 app like you just watched. So that's it. This is Life of Acro. I'm Acro Brandon. This is my life. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.